My king, the princess needs to learn. Maybe I'm being too harsh, but she needs to learn to appreciate people more, treat people right. And the best way to do that is to teach her a life lesson that the world does not revolve around her. Just leave her to me. She is my wife now, and I will handle her. That same day, after work, Ezinwa came home and met Princess Omaricha eating some snacks. He went straight into the kitchen and realized there was no food in the pots. Meanwhile, he knew that would happen, so he ate before coming home. But he needed to act up. Omalicha! Omalicha! He called as he rushed into the sitting room. Why is there no food in the house? Does it mean you didn't cook something? He asked. I am Princess Omaricha, not just Omaricha, so put respect in my name. Why should I cook? It's not my responsibility to cook now. Get a maid because I am already tired of these snacks. I need homemade meal or both of us will starve to death, the princess said. Ezinwa walked towards her. You seem to be forgetting something here. You are not in your father's palace. And I won't employ any maid for you to disrespect and treat bad, Ezinwa replied. You are doing this because you know I love you, Ezinwa. Ezinwa, you know I can't cook. I have never cooked all my life, and besides, I treat maids the way they are supposed to be treated, or I should be pampering them. Stop this now, please. We just got married, and you have not even touched me, or even make an attempt to touch me. Is it fair? Omaricha cried. Ezinwa's eyes softened a bit, but he covered up immediately. That is the point. Maids are human too, just like you and I. Just because they weren't opportune to be born into wealth doesn't make them less human. And as for cooking, if you truly love me, at least make an effort. I will employ someone to teach you, you know. I would love to eat my wife's meal. I can even teach you myself. And also, I want you to think about any business you would want to go into. You need to have something doing. With that, Ezinwa left for the room without giving her the chance to protest. What does he mean by that? I can't work, oh. With all this his money, he still wants me to work. No way. One day, Omalicha woke up late in the afternoon. Ezinwa left already, but he forgot a file. So he called Omalicha to bring it outside that he's already close to the house. She went outside with the file and met the gatekeeper dozing off. She yelled the gatekeeper's name. Look at this foolish old man. She went back inside and came out with a bowl of very cold water and immediately poured it on him. So we pay you to be sleeping on duty, Abi? Seems like you are tired of your job here. The man knelt down apologizing when Ezinwa came in through the small gate. He frowned at the scene before him. What in God's name is going on here? Why are you kneeling down? Please get up right away. Get up, please. He looked at the gatekeeper's face and the water dripping down his face. He looked at his wife's hand, holding the bowl. Anger filled his heart. Ezinwa asked the gatekeeper to go back to his duty post as he dragged Omaricha inside the house. Now, do you care to explain what was going on out there? Ezinwa asked angrily. Honey, can you imagine? I caught him sleeping on duty. You need to sack him, please, Omaricha said. An old man, old enough to be your father, knelt down before you. You had the guts to pour water on him and insulted him, Omaricha. How would you feel if someone treats your father like that? I can't believe I'm married to a sadist and a heartless human being. I wouldn't want this rubbish to repeat itself ever again. Not to only him, but others as well, he said and left. Ezinwa couldn't concentrate at work. This is more than he thought. She was a spoiled brat, yes, but he never knew she was this wicked and heartless. And to think he was beginning to like her. He entered this marriage just to wicked and tame her, but now he truly wants her to change so he can be with her. He has been eating out since their wedding and he's already tired of it. I guess teaching her how to cook myself won't be a bad idea. At least I can try correcting her with love. Then, if she still didn't learn, I can then move to plan B. He thought aloud. Coming home that day, Ezinwa bought some groceries for food. On getting home, Omaricha rushed to him. Honey, I'm sorry for the afternoon. I shouldn't have gone that far. I will make it up to you, please. Don't be angry with me, my love. Ezinwa looked at her. Have a seat, he said. Look, Omaricha, you are my wife. It might look like I don't love you, but I do. And that is why I want you to change. Now, assuming your father wasn't the king and rich, how would you feel if another person or another princess or a rich kid treats your father the exact way you treated that gatekeeper today? We all need each other in this life. Oh. Looking back at home, how many people do you think loved you as their princess? None, right? Not even your friends. I don't want that to happen here in the city. So the only way to make it up to me is by changing. Try and I will be here to support you. And by the way, I want us to make dinner. I bought some groceries, he said, showing her the shopping bag. Oh my God, you can cook. Wow, let's go then. That night, Ezinwa cooked while Omaricha watched him. And after dinner, they made some sweet love. This continued for 2 weeks, and when Ezinwa thought that things were finally getting better, he got the shock of his life. He had left for work one morning and told his wife to please make something for dinner, which she agreed, only for him to come home and got served garri, sugar, groundnut and milk. What is this? He asked, trying to be calm. Food, of course. Wait, Ezinwa, I love you. Yes, no doubt about that. But does that give you the right to try to turn me into a maid? How can you ask me to cook? Me, princess of our land. Please, oh, since you have decided to turn yourself into a houseboy and a chef for the past 2 weeks, you might as well continue and count me out of it. Ezinwa sat down there, dumbstruck, speechless and amazed. So me trying to cook for us and also teaching you is me turning myself into a houseboy? No problem. He got his car key and drove out of the house in anger. He slept out that night, and in the morning, Ezinwa called the king and told him exactly what happened. He asked the king to please freeze Omaricha's bank account. Ezinwa also told him his next action, and the king agreed. He went home. He too wants to have a daughter his people would love, and not a daughter everyone hates because of her arrogant and silly behaviors. When Ezinwa arrived home, Omaricha welcomed him with, Honey, where did you sleep last night? Please, did you buy any food or will you cook because I am so hungry? That was the welcome Ezinwa got from his wife. Ezinwa didn't even blink a wink to her as he got dressed and left for work. In the afternoon, Omaricha received a call that his husband was involved in an accident. He had earlier asked his doctor friend to call his wife and tell her that he had an accident and was in coma with no knowledge of when he would wake up. The news left Omaricha devastated. She loved Ezinwa even though she had married him because of his money. Seeing him in coma and no hope of waking up soon is a big blow to deal with. She tried to withdraw some money from her bank account to get something needed in the hospital, but nothing was working. Ezinwa is in coma. My account is misbehaving, so how do I get money now? To even pay the hospital bill, eat, and take care of Ezinwa. She tried calling her father the king, but his line wasn't going through. She tried her mother's line. It was the same story. What do I do now? She asked, crying. She managed the little she had for 1 week as she tried to call her friends who refused to assist her. Oh, now you remember us. You remember you had friends. You never treated us like friends. We were never your friends, by the way. So why calling us now? They told her. She called one of Ezinwa's friend. I will only help you because of my friend Ezinwa, not because of you who never saw us as human just because we don't have as much money as our friend Ezinwa, your husband, he told her. As she sat down one day in the hospital beside Ezinwa, tears streaming down her eyes. I really do not have anyone. No friends, nobody apart from my parents who are already tired of me. I have chased everybody away with my bad character. Ezinwa, my love, please wake up. I promise to change. I will treat you right. Give you the respect you deserve. Treat people right. I will learn how to cook, even though I don't like cooking. I will still learn. I will walk, but please, can you please wake up? I'm all alone here. Omaricha cried. She needed to go home to get some change of clothes. She got home and apologized to the gatekeeper, who was so surprised to see his madam so humble and calm. Meanwhile, back at the hospital, Ezinwa sat on the hospital bed with his doctor friend. I think she have changed. I heard her talking yesterday and I think she has learnt her lessons already. So let's end this and thank you so much, my friend, for your help. Pretending to be in coma no dey easy o. They laughed and talked some more. When Omaricha walked in, she was so surprised to see him seated, awake and well. She rushed to him and gave him a breathtaking hug. Thank you for waking up. I am sorry for arguing with you that day. If I didn't provoke you that day, you wouldn't have gotten into an accident, she said. You both forgot that I'm still here, ba, the doctor said. Let me leave you both alone. I will be in my office if you need me. He left. Days later, Ezinwa was discharged from the hospital and Omaricha made soup for him with the help of YouTube. Even though it tasted awful, he still ate it. To him, it was the intention that mattered. She was making an effort, which he actually loved. He promised to get her a cook to help coach her if she is willing to learn. She said yes immediately. But I prefer you teaching me, and we can do other things while at it, she said with a flirty tone. Oh, you are being naughty now. I like the sound of that. Ezinwa helped her with everything while coaching her with love and patience. The truth was that even though the princess was arrogant and silly, but her not knowing to cook or good at doing anything at home was partly her parents' fault. She had never cooked or done any house chores all her life, so patience is needed in order for her to adjust. After 2 months, as they sat down after a wonderful dinner prepared by Princess Omaricha, thank you for bringing out a part of me I never knew existed. Thank you for encouraging me to apologize to my friends and to your friends as well. Now, I have people to call on the phone and laugh with apart from you and my parents. Indeed, no man can survive alone. Like you rightly said before, we all need each other, she said. Ezinwa confessed to her on how he planned the whole thing. There was never an accident. I was never in a coma. I just wanted you to realize the need to be humble, kind to people, and value true friendship. I am sorry if I took it too far, but even your parents were on my side. That was why you couldn't reach them during that time. I wanted a better wife for myself. Your parents wanted a better daughter, and our land wanted a better princess. And I'm glad it worked. We all got what we wanted in you. Princess Omaricha had tears in her eyes as she watched her husband with a newfound respect and love. "Thank you," she simply said. "I now know better. Thank you for leading me into the right path. I love you, Ezinwa, and I will always, always respect you. I love you too, my princess. You will always be my princess. Omaricha, my love." They said as they cuddle each other in peace, love, and harmony. Hi, lovelies. Thank you so much for sticking around. This is the end of this amazing story. And if you didn't watch the part 1 of it, do well to do that. I will drop the link in the description box. Please watch the part 2 for you to get all the juicy part of it, the beginning and how all the story started. I hope you learned something, because I did. Yeah, I did. I learned to be humble. It pays to be humble. No man is an island. You can't do it all alone. We all need each other, one way or the other. You need your friends need you. So treat them right. You don't know where you are going to meet them later in the future. Tell me what you learned in the comment section. Tell me where you are watching from. Was Ezinwa too harsh on the princess? Was it worth it? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you for sticking around, and until I come your way next time, bye.